A day out in fascinating Kanilai, relishing its delightful setting, culture and endless mysteries. Welcome to Expedition Gambia. I am Ibrahim Ajata. On this edition of the expedition, we visit Kanilai, hometown of the Gambia's visionary president, Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya AJJ Jammeh, and host of the biggest international cultural festivals which take place in Africa, to discover its history and unique biodiversity, and to find out why the settlement is fast becoming a model of ecotourism in Africa. That's the expedition after this break. We are back on the expedition. Nature, history, and culture has made Kanilai a much coveted destination, promising delights and attractions which epitomize a profound diversity coming in the most thrilling combination. Join the expedition as we set out to discover the alluring charms of an enigmatic settlement. A distinctive array of giant baobab and silk cotton trees, seemingly competing for tallness, is the first picture that meets the eye as one enters Kanilai. The trees, which grow to monumental heights, are said to be as old as the very legacy which defines the historic village nestled in the Fonyi Kansai district of the West Coast region. A unique and far-flung setting containing virtually undefined background has ever made this spot suitable for a perfect respite within a natural environment. Awash with culture, luxurious forest reserves, and a remarkable biodiversity, perhaps no area is more ideal for eco and cultural tourism than Kanilai. Kanilai is replete with history and entirely at home with the past. Many age-old customs like naming ceremonies, funeral, and circumcision rites are still being practiced in their original form. The silk cotton tree standing in the middle of the compound of the village head is said to be the oldest tree in the settlement. From virgin woodlands, mystery-loaded heritages, wild game parks, a crocodile pool to aquatic ponds, Kanilai, once discovered, provokes a head-over-heels love situation for nature enthusiasts who will come across an overwhelming legacy and exquisite natural setting which has amazingly survived the test of time. Recent years have seen bold attempts to tap greater pieces of this overwhelming prospect with astoundingly successful results. At the helm of this drive to retain and employ history, culture, and the natural environment as major tools to spur the growth and expansion of the tourism industry is the president, Sir Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya Jammeh, who also hails from the Fonyis. His efforts have immensely helped to open up bigger possibilities like the Kanilai International Festival and many innovative occasions which have now turned into global events attracting people from all over the continent and around the world to the settlement. A thriving growth center with all the right facilities, Kanilai is well placed for visitors who want to spend long vacations in remote rural settings. When we come back, a venture into the amazing wild, a real-life brush with the African jungle on the expedition. The nature trail in Kanilai provides the richest and most mesmerizing experience of the African wild, released in one big, complete picture, bringing together an assortment of flora and fauna which exist in the most natural backdrop. A journey through the trail is both exciting and refreshing. At the first stop, zebras wander and graze peacefully among other breeds. Our camera soon spots here foraging alone. Its partner, grazing 8 meters away, was partly concealed by the tall bushes marking the surrounding area, as we had to edge closer as quietly as possible in order not to cause any interruption. But even at a distance, the animal could sense our inaudible approach and quickly moved into the vast sanctuary of the forest. It is a woodland which provides expansive pasture and space for uncontrolled and free movement by the animals without any human interference. Water streams created inside the nature trail serve as drinking ponds for the maze of animals and fauna which inhabit the area in droves. Storage points established in vantage points ensure that food is never in short supply. This species found here may arguably be the largest crocodiles in the Gambia, which has 4 varieties of the terrifying reptile. A turtle, wild dogs, and the big bad wolf provide the perfect icing on the cover in a journey replete with attractions and amazing delights, underlining the saying that one cannot discover Kanilai in one day. A vacation for a few days will most surely grant the ultimate experience.
If you want to promote tourism or ecotourism, you have to be in areas where the facilities are available.
Bolstering the growth of the area's tourism industry and generating more attention to the region as a choice destination, particularly in terms of ecotourism, was the objective of a recent 3-day workshop at Sindola, bringing together tour operators, tourism and marketing experts, including guides in the tourism sector, seeking to increase the gains and benefits of the emerging local industry.
On the side of nature, Fonyi has a vegetation which is or can be considered as evergreen, which is a prerequisite for any ecotourism purposes. And also the infrastructure, the road network has already been created by government through the dynamic leadership of His Excellency, Sir Professor Dr. Alhaji A.J.J. Jammeh. You cannot promote ecotourism when the infrastructure is not there. You cannot promote ecotourism when the environment is in a poor condition. And this is not happening in the Fonyas. Everything is intact in the Fonyas, especially the Kansala area. And Kanilai, incidentally being the birthplace of His Excellency the President, has ever been a cultural center of importance. Traditional healing has been in Kanilai for a very long time. We all know that in this country. It has served Gambians and also served other people from the sub-region. Through the traditional bone setter we had here some years ago in the passing of Jeja Ujame. And also Kanilai was able to retain its real culture, preserve it and then promote it also.
The passage of time did not seem to affect, Fonyi's cultural legacy and natural environment. If for anything, it has continued to develop. But now with a sound road network and so many infrastructures and essential facilities in place, what do you think is left to be explored?
What is left to be explored is, first and foremost, the culture within the Fonyas or in the Kansala area has never been diluted. It has still been authentic, very authentic indeed. And they have displays, they have cultural performances which from time immemorial is with them, and they are able to maintain this and preserve it. And what needs to be done now is to